Hi, I'm Pastor Fernandez,
And I'm Marla Fernandez.
and we're here to show you what God is doing for us here in Eagle River, Alaska.
There's a church in the valley by the wildwood, no lovelier place in the day. No spot is so dear to my childhood as the little brown church in the vale. Oh, come, 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 come to the church by the wildwood. No spot is so dear to my childhood as the little brown church in the vale. There close by the church in the valley lies one that I love so well. She sleeps, sweetly sleeps, neath the willow, disturb not her rest in the vale. Oh, come, 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 come.
Go on a tour of the inside of the building. Here's the main foyer. And here we have the restrooms. Now, what we're going to be doing is renovating this entire building. New paint, new everything. Here these doors are not compliant with the ADA for wheelchair access. So we're going to be getting rid of these two doors and putting in different frames with different doors for ADA compliance. Putting in some new light switches on the inside that turn on automatically. This will be a single bathroom for men. ADA compliant toilets with handrails and all kinds of different things, different vanity in there. Raleigh, you want to take a look in there? All right. Now let's take a look at the women's bathroom. Women will have two toilets. They will also be ADA compliant and a single vanity. All right, will you come on up here? Let's go on upstairs really quick before we get into the main auditorium. As you'll see, we have several classrooms. This particular space I'm going to be putting in a cabinet that can lock so we can have some cleaning supplies that we can hold up here. Here, we're going to be having this room particularly right now is being used as our prayer room. Wednesday nights we have what's called the upper room prayer service. And we sit here and we pray. We're going through Andrew Murray's book, With Christ in the School of Prayer by Andrew Murray. And we come here to pray for the things that we need from God. Now we know that prayer works. Here we're going to be turning this room into a prophet's chamber. And then using another room for the upper room later. This room, we're going to be turning it into a restroom for the upstairs for the prophet's chamber. It's going to have a shower in here and a new sink and vanity, as well as this nice spacious area and a spot here for the closet. We want to make this a comfortable place for missionaries to come through. As you can see, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. We had a leak, but the leak has been restored and fixed. So now they have to try to fix the ceiling, but they can't do that without testing the ceiling first for asbestos and for lead. And so we're waiting for that. Here we have another classroom. Currently we're using it as a storage facility. We're doing this because, again, we're renovating the property. Another classroom right here, suitable for children. Over here, we have the pastor's office. Again, we'll be painting this office and moving things around a little bit to make it a little bit more comfortable. But there is a spot here where we could shoot videos. When we get it hooked up, we can do live streaming down here. It's set up that way. This used to be an old movie theater. And this is where they would have the movie reel playing on that screen there. It's a good setup for us to be able to have church. Over here is our other storage room. As you can see, it's very spacious, but we have it packed with things right now. We have so many things that we have to store. We just don't have a lot of room. But this room was the flower room. Right now, it's just our storage room. You can see we have a whole team full of puppets that we'll be using for the kids. Over there, we actually have a lot of puppets in there. We have tons of different hymn books. I think about 4 different hymn books in here that we can use, and we could switch out from season to season, and as well as games and activities for the kids. Let me go this way again. Let's go downstairs. Marla will be holding on to these handrails. We've got more handrails down below in the basement, and I'm hoping to be able to put some more on here. But as you can see, this is the main auditorium. And this auditorium can seat probably about 50 people. We have tonight, in fact, is our Sunday night, and tonight is what we call at the altar prayer meeting. We come in here and we're going through Ian Bound's book, Prayer and Praying Men, Sunday night. And as we go through that, we learn more about prayer, but we also have our prayer list, and we go to the altar and we pray to God to meet our needs. Sunday morning is our Sunday school as well as our regular service. As you can see, the auditorium is very spacious. Now, come with me over here. I'd like to show you this little area. These speakers are going to be moved. I'm going to be building a shelf on both corners for these 2 speakers, and we're going to be putting them up on the shelf and tying them to those anchors so that they're out of the way. We plan on trying to move these pianos and these organs over just a little bit and then putting them in a little bit to give a little bit more room here. We do need a baptistry, and we're hoping that we can either put the baptistry over here, or we could do something with getting a portable one that we can bring in here and store. There's some room in here where we can have a baptistry, but the problem is that we would it would be out of the way of the church, and so we're hoping to be able to actually put it in the auditorium if we can. Now, this is right now just a little bit of a storage area, but this is where the wheelchair ramp is, and we're going to try to fix it to where it'll have the handrails as well. And then we're actually going to be putting in that other door, we're going to be putting another handicap ramp to where they could actually use that one if they need it. And we're hoping to not use this side as much only because during the winter time, the landscape changes over here, where right now you see just a nice parking lot, but during the winter time, there's a lot of snow. And so this is our main entrance area out front here that we're trying to keep it the main entrance. This particular area is, I would rather people coming through that side than through here if I could help it. Come on in. As you can see, God has given us a great opportunity here. We have prayed. We started this church, Eagle River Baptist Church, May 7, 2023. And less than a year later, God has answered our prayers. God has given us this great building and money to help with the renovations. If God has placed it on your heart to help us with the renovations, we would be glad and love to have you help us with our project. We want to thank everybody who's been praying for us and supporting us all this time. And we do want to let you know that we do pray for you here and that God answers prayers. If you're praying for something big, and if you're praying for something for a long time, just know that God is listening to you and that God can do great and mighty things through prayer. May God bless you. Thank you.
Savior, calling thee a friend.